Hello everyone, She-Relics here. Today I have another LEGO Legends of Chima review for you guys. This is on set 70012, Razar's She-Raider. This is one of the first few sets to come out in the wave, first wave I believe. And yeah, it's definitely a classic set for sure. You get a lot of great stuff in this thing, so let's dive right into it, starting off with the minifigs. So starting off with the minifigs, we have the really only good guy in the set, which is Ewar. I've already reviewed this guy a few times, so I'm not going to go like too in depth on him. But yeah, just really nice printing overall. Really love that. The nice chi harness there with the chi inside, wings, and then the pretty good head print. It's better than a lot of the other Chima minifigs, that's for sure. And then he just has the goggles there, which look cool. um, but yeah, and then yeah, once again, wings can move around and such. And yeah, he has no accessories right now. I'll get into that a little later when we get into all that stuff. But yeah, so that's Ewar, and then we have Rizzo right here, which really cool minifig. Really good minifig. I love the eye patch here, the peg leg, really cool details. Armor is, as standard as it gets. Wings are, pretty cool too. Move around obviously. And then, yeah, underneath, get this guy's armor off here. So you can see it. There it is. Very basic printing, but still really nice overall. And then Rizzo also gets the this little grapple thing. It has a nice extension there. And then it could grab like weapons or chi, even other characters too. So yeah. And then, yeah, but that's Rizzo. Really nice figure. I have a couple of him, which is great. Same with Ewar. I have a few of him already. So great for like Eagle armies and stuff. And then the main man himself, Razar, with the classic hook hand. And, the nice armor, nice detailing here. Really cool. The leg print on this guy is just phenomenal. Love it. And then the nice wings, obviously. And then he has that really cool print for the head right there. And then a nice double face right there. And then in terms of the printing right here, basically the same as Rizzo. Just, a little different. So yeah, that's Razor. And now we can dive into the rest of the set, starting off with the two little side builds. So the first side build is very simple. It is just a little cannon for Ewar to use. Has a nice little blast effect on there, signifying like, okay, that's definitely chi coming out of there. It's a nice chi powered cannon here. But it definitely has the eagle influence with the beak and like some of the blue there, the white for the wings. I guess this might just be like a little scope maybe. I don't really know what's going on here, but maybe like a small little blaster or just a little scope. And then you have a handlebar right here, and then another one used for the stand. So yeah, pretty cool. And then for the other side build here, we have, grab that right there. We have this little, like, terrain section with a bit of chi right there. Some nice masonry bricks. Some nice, foliage and stuff down here. A little gateway, and then we have Ewar's staff, or I guess just a regular eagle staff. I do have the wrong bar for this. It's the long one. It should be the like lightsaber length one, but I couldn't find it. So I'm just using one of these longer ones here. And this can somewhat fold in. It's coming off here, but yeah. And then nothing on the back, just really plain. But yeah, the goal of the set is to basically take this little chi orb here, and I guess you have some water in there too, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, but yeah, that is the fell off right there. But that is the side builds, and then now we can get onto the actual build, the actual main build of the set, yeah. So I just wanted to get everything out of the way so you can actually see the build. But it is really a really nice build here overall. Let's do a little bit of a 360 here. You can see it. Really nice. Yeah, let's just start up front with the beak, or I guess the head. Really cool stickers there. The jaw, or I guess the mouth can open up there, and you can put stuff in there. You can even put some minifigs in there. So we're gonna attempt to put Ewar up inside of here. Try to fold his legs in a bit. But yeah, you can just plop them kind of in there. It's a little hard to get. Yeah, there we go. But you can definitely grab some minifigs there, which is pretty funny. And then, yeah, put whatever you really want in there, I guess. And then he has the eyes right there. Or, well, not he, but, you know. He's got some eyes and then some, like, green in there, some purple, which is really cool. It really gives off the scrap feel that the ravens give off. And then you have a nice roll cage here that can seat a minifig in there. And then you also have a small little control panel, usually found in, like, the older city sets. So, yeah. And then you have some really cool stickers up here, along with some engine detail, and then the tree. And then you also have some more stickers on the back, and then some nice sloping, and then you have the actual tail over here. Just some pretty cool movement to it. You can go this way, that way, which is really nice. These fold out as well. They can also move up, which is really cool. And then starting over here by the wings, these can move around quite a bit, flap up and down. They also have some movement right here. It's really cool, so you can actually move them out. And then you can move these up and down. They also have some nice purple wing elements right here. And same on both sides. These stickers are also the same, just mirrored. And then right here you have a couple flick missiles, which you already know how those work, but I gotta show them off anyway because I love them. Just flick those off, and then flick those off. They fell behind there. I'll get them after the review here, but yeah. So you get two of those on both sides. Really fun to use, and then you have some nice little chi-powered bits over here, these little flex tubes right here. And then you also have a really strange area, which is kind of like a seating area over here. You can definitely seat a minifig in there. You can't stand one in though. I'm not going to bother doing it, but you can definitely get a minifig in there. And then you have, I guess, like handles over here, so, you know, you can put a minifig on there. And then down with the feet, very cool. They can move up and down here. The little toes over here, claws can move out, like so. And then you have some rotation, I guess, over here in the leg. And then you can also move them back as well. And yeah, that's really all there is to this build. It's, you know, very big, so you're definitely going to need some shelf space for this thing, especially if you have, you know, some other sets around it. This is going to take up a lot of space, especially because of the wings. But yeah, that's really all there is to this build. I guess, you know, we can show off the underside here, which is, you know, pretty meh. There's a bit of yellow there peeking through. But, yeah, that's really about it for the build. So now let's get on to the manuals and then just my final thoughts. So here we have the manuals. You get two of them in the set. One is pretty lengthy, and then the other is just really short. But yeah, you have a few advertisements in here, which is, you know, the standard for Chima stuff. Or I believe this one is advertisement. Let me just make sure. Okay, this one definitely doesn't have anything, but you have the Lego Club advert in the back, and then just the separate page 2 there. So going on to, or not page 2, but the second manual. Yeah, there's the advertisements in this one, which, you know, is a pretty big staple at Chima. They would throw an advertisement like in the middle of the build session, which is always, you know, fun. Where was it? Let me try to find it here. Okay, well, here we have the, you know, just watch stuff on Lego.com. You know, that QR code, which unfortunately doesn't work anymore. But yeah, and then we have the minifigs over here, all the lions and the eagles. And then all the Crocs, Ravens, and the Wolves. And then just some more Lego.com slash Chima stuff right there. You get to see like some of the build reviews or the set reviews and the Speed Wars stuff and the show, all that, which is great. And then last up, you just have some sets over here. And then you have more sets. That Command Ship is truly a classic. You know, it's like one of the first sets you think of when thinking of Chima. This is definitely one of them. And then we have the Ultimate Speed War Battle here. I believe I do need to review this one still, so that'll happen. It's missing a few things, but it'll happen. And then we have the 4D Chima movie at Legoland, or I guess the Discovery Centers and Legoland Parks. I do know they actually do have the Lego Chima Land, I believe, somewhere that's still around, so that's really cool. I think it's in Legoland, California, maybe, but I forgot. Then we just have the Lego Club stuff with our boy Max. I don't know if they still use Max these days, but if they do, then heck yeah. But then he has that classic Lego Club manual with Lloyd on there, and then some Lego City and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that is the manuals, and then let's just get into my final thoughts. Alright, so overall, I think it's a great set. Definitely like a classic Chima set. You know, one of the first few sets that ever came out, and is definitely one that I would recommend picking up, especially like through eBay, Bricklink. You can get it for a great price. Great minifig selection here. Maybe a bit small, but it works for this set. Some nice terrain over there. Great build. And yeah, you know, it's packed with some play features and stuff. It may not be many, but still, it's a good chunk to, you know, get you to have some fun here. And, you know, use your imagination, have some fun with this thing, fly it around, have some battles, all that stuff. It's great. But yeah, I think, you know, for the value you definitely got here back in the day, especially even now for finding this on the aftermarket, very good. But yeah, that's all I really got for you guys today. I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah,